I'm asking you to leave.
I'm denying the request.
I don't feel comfortable answering questions. I don't know who you are.
If you don't want to leave, I'll call law enforcement and have them ask you to leave.
Oh, sure. If you want to give him a ring, no problem.
Okay.
I'll hang out for him.
Will do. What was your name again, sir?
Gandalf the White. So are you going to do it or not?
Yes.
All right. HIPAA applies to you, not me.
Right.
Ultimately.
You're not trespassing. They just didn't want you there right now, is my understanding.
Okay, so I'm not trespassing.
You're not trespassing there.
Bam! That is how you do it, gentlemen and ladies. I'm in Moses Lake. We're going to go to the Renew Grant County Crisis Solutions Facility and do a public records request, see if they respect our right to record and photograph in public.
How's it going, sir?
Hello. Looking to see if I can get a public records request for him.
That is at our main office, our main desk. This building's not technically opened, but our front desk can help you with that.
So what is this building then?
This was going to be the Crisis Solutions Stabilization Building, but right now we're changing it to something else.
Oh, interesting. So it's not even being used right now?
Technically, no. Just to house us, but we're not seeing clients in here or working with the community.
Oh, okay. So it's just a Grant County public service building?
Working on it.
Gotcha, okay.
I know Nicole Davidson's one of our managers. She knows way more about our department than I do. I'm just on the crisis team. So.
Okay. So what caused it such that this building wasn't going to be used for its intended purposes?
I have no idea. Honestly.
Did it just open?
This building's technically never opened. So.
Wow, so they intended it to have a particular function and they just decided to completely change it. Do you know what it's going to change to?
Unknown. I'm just a worker bee. Honestly, I don't know. Nicole Davison would be your person to ask though.
Okay.
Or Del Anderson. He's our main director.
So it's literally just a county building that's being unused.
It's housing the crisis mobile team.
Gotcha.
But beyond that, yeah, no other purpose.
Okay.
This is my supervisor, and so.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, who are you?
My name's Gandalf. Just here collecting some information about the facility, and I just got some information on my investigative reporting here tells me that this building really isn't even being used. What happened?
It's being used for the crisis team.
Gotcha, but like...
We house the crisis team.
Was it meant to...
I don't feel comfortable answering questions. I don't know who you are. You have a camera recording us. I don't.
Well, I'm just an investigative journalist.
Yeah, all right, so...
Okay.
I don't have any more
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem. I'll just...
No recording, please, here.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's allowed here.
Totally can, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Can we have you go
absolutely,
next
no
door?
Oh, I will admit it. I'm just going to gather some more content for my story, and then...
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
So I am going to have to ask you to go next door though, because we can't have any clients or members of the public here in this building.
It's open to the public.
So it's not, because this building is not licensed to have clients in here, so I'm going to have to ask to have you go next door to
Oh yeah, I'm not a client. I'm just...
No, I know, but even just members of the public, because there are staff working here, so for HIPAA and confidentiality reasons, we can't have anyone in the building that's not a staff member. So you're welcome to go to the lobby next door though.
I'm still not understanding why I can't be here and film.
Because you're not a staff member here.
It doesn't say it's a restricted building.
Correct, it doesn't say it on the door, but I'm not able to have someone that's not a staff member. There are people working here, so for confidentiality and HIPAA reasons, I can't have you in the building. So I'd be happy to walk you next door to the lobby.
So you're saying a member of the public can't be here, but you can't point to exactly what the statutory authority is or the administrative code authority is?
HIPAA, because of
Yeah,
HIPAA laws.
HIPAA applies to you, not me.
Right, but I have staff working here that
Sure.
have confidential and private health information that they're working on. So I can't have members of the public, people that are non-staff members here in the building. So,
Well, why is it open to the public then?
I mean, it's not open to the public. It's
All right, just-
open to staff.
Walked right in.
Correct, because the door is unlocked.
Sure, it's a county building.
Yes, for county employees. Are you a county employee?
No, but it doesn't say,
Okay.
it doesn't say authorized personnel only. I mean, you know by administrative codes, of course, that if you're gonna restrict the public from accessing a public building that we pay for, you have to have the appropriate documents or signage up to prevent us from coming in, or lock the door, or whatever.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave again because my staff can't work here if you're here in the building. If you don't wanna leave, I'll call law enforcement and have them ask you to leave.
Oh, sure, you wanna give him a ring? No problem,
Okay.
I'll hang out for him.
Will do. What was your name again, sir?
Gandalf the White.
Okay, Gandalf White.
The White.
I apologize, yeah. You're right. First.
He actually came here to get a public records request too, and I was told it was over there, but
Yeah, it's not in this
doing a
building.
news story on this building, and all of a sudden I can access it, but then I'm told whimsically
Hey,
you
this is
can't.
Tracy
It's
from
kind of
Mental
odd.
Health. I was wondering if I could have a Moses Lake officer to the Crisis Solutions building at Renew. I have an individual here refusing to leave. 836 Plum Street. Tracy. Yes. 509-765-9239.
Haley.
I'm calling dispatch right now.
Can I help you, sir?
No, I was just talking with her about collecting some information. I'm an investigative journalist, just collecting information on this unused building. Wanting to know where our tax dollars are going to, all that kind of stuff, and it's apparently an open building to the public, so I came in to check it out.
It's open to staff, not the public right now.
Yeah.
And I have staff here working, and they can't be working with confidential information when you're here in the lobby.
Well, that's the key, it's a lobby.
Okay, it's fine.
I think this is going, going a direction I don't think you guys want this to go. So you may want to reconsider what's going on here.
Okay.
Seriously reconsider what's going on here.
Okay.
It's a public building.
I'm very comfortable with the direction this is going. I'm on the phone. Law enforcement will be here soon. You can sit and talk to them when they get
I
here.
mean, one of two things is going to happen.
Sir, do you have any weapons?
What?
Do you have any weapons? Dispatch
I don't.
would like to know if you have any
I
weapons.
can answer questions of government employees. Why would I do that? Have a
He
Fifth Amendment
refuses
right.
to answer the question, so I'm not sure.
I mean, that's that whole pesky Fifth Amendment thing.
Just one
You're government
subject.
employees, so yeah, kind of awkward.
In our lobby.
Same with recording though, without our permission as well.
Ooh, yeah. There's a lot of Supreme Court cases that went over that already. Also, the Ninth Circuit already ruled in Fordyce versus the City of Seattle that public employees can be filmed in the course of their duties. So, yeah. And HIPAA is something that you guys have to abide by, not myself. So.
Looks like on foot. I haven't seen a cop car, and I'm not sure though. No, I don't
Now,
think so.
this is turning into a bigger story. I mean, are you guys trying to hide something by
No, sir?
trying to make these whimsical proclamations that certain people can and cannot come in here?
Cool, thank you so much.
No, not at all.
Alright, bye-bye.
You guys are honestly acting pretty strange.
So,
Well, we're dealing with a person that's in here videoing with the camera with their face covered
Yeah, it's cold outside.
that doesn't have any reason to be here other than just to show the community what we're potentially using the building for that you believe is incorrect.
Isn't that the function of the press? I'm here to collect information and to give that information to other news agencies or whatnot so that they can pick up the story and say, hey, look at this building. What's going on? It's open to the public. Then there's whimsical comments that say it's not open to the public because of HIPAA, which applies only to you guys and not me. I mean, all you got to do is put up an authorized personnel only sign, lock the door, and don't open it to the public. I mean, it's literally that simple.
Okay, so we can't have you record in here though with our staff that's working. Sit here and you can wait until law enforcement comes and we can talk with them when they are.
Oh yeah, no, I'll totally wait for the police. I don't want them to think I'm leaving my building
Yeah.
at a time I shouldn't be able to be here. I mean, that doesn't make any
What are your
sense.
concerns?
Are you gonna give the officers your real name and information?
No, why would I do that?
Okay.
How's it going?
All right, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Cool.
So, I've been asked to come talk with you.
Yeah.
You mind talking with me?
I do.
Okay, well, you have that right.
Indeed I do.
I see that you're recording. We're also recording. Everything's on video recording.
Good, good. That's good.
Okay. Is there anything that you were looking for? Is there a reason that you're here?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you have business here?
I do.
He doesn't.
Okay. Well, it looks like this business would like you out of the building and off the property.
Are you guys asking to have me trespass?
I'm asking to have you leave right now because I can't have my staff perform
If you're
their work
asking
duties
me-
with you here in the building.
If you're requesting, I'm not gonna honor that request. If you're asking me to be trespassed, then that's something you need to do if they're gonna in fact issue me a trespass warning in accordance with the administrative codes of Washington State. So you guys are gonna have to make that decision. Do you wanna do it or not?
You want him trespass?
So basically just tell them you're trespassing, you're leaving.
Are you gonna do that? And before you make that decision, who are you, what's your position so that I know who's making the
Okay,
decision
you
to
haven't
trespass
given
me?
us any of your identifying information. I don't feel comfortable.
You're a government
providing you with
employee.
yours.
I have a Fifth Amendment right. I don't need to give you anything. You're a government
So
employee.
neither, I don't have to give you
You're
my
a government
information.
employee. I'll just do a public records request.
Okay.
I mean, if that's how you want to go down with it, that's
Absolutely.
fine.
Feel free, sir. Feel free.
But for you, are you gonna be
I'm
the
the
one?
executive director.
Okay, so are you asking me to be trespassed?
I'm asking you to leave.
I'm denying the request. Are you asking me to be trespassed?
There's this process for being trespassed.
You're right. It's in accordance with Washington Administrative Code 468, 300, 806. That's the process. Do you want that done or not?
No.
You guys can leave. Or stay and just
So I don't think
hang
he
out.
was requesting you to leave, he was telling you to leave.
No. They're requesting,
Are
they
you
asked
telling
me
him
to
to
leave.
We're telling you to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want me trespassed?
I think there's a difference in what that is.
There absolutely is.
Yeah.
If you're ordering me off the property, you're trespassing me. If that's the case, I want a no trespass warning from the local police department trespassing me in accordance with that Washington Administrative Code.
And we can do that.
Okay.
So if you would like our assistance in having him leave the property, I need to know that you want him trespassed from this property. And trespass meaning he can't come back for whatever amount of time. that
Unless
you-
he has a scheduled appointment, or he has the right to be here at that point for
You
the...
may want to go talk to your legal team first, man. You're about to make an enormous mistake. Huge.
I don't appreciate you threatening us.
That's not a threat. That's
No,
a thing you're compelled to do as a
I
government
also have a
employee.
lot of staff here that's very busy and they need to
So
get
you
back to
gonna do it or
work.
not?
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
Let's go outside. I'll take the no trespass warning then.
Okay.
All right.
let's do that.
Now, what happens if I go back tomorrow into that building? You'll have to proceed with criminal trespassing? Would that be in the second degree?
I don't
believe it'd be second degree.
believe that's how we're gonna move forward with this.
Well, how would you move forward? You can't get my ID unless you have RAS that have committed a crime.
We'll address it when it happens. We're not gonna hypothetically if this happens. But I
Look,
guess
you're not going to walk this back that you guys just ordered me out after they trust me. Because you said on camera, no, hold on, Campbell. You said on camera, do you want assistance with us removing him from the building? You said it on camera, and then he said, I want him trespassed. The mechanism, the implication was a threat of arrest. Now that he said, I want him trespassed, you guys are doing two things wrong now. One, you're not giving me that no trespass warning in accordance with the WAC. Two, you're trying to walk it back and make it seem like there wasn't some duress that I was put under. Absolutely I was put under duress.
Okay.
The implication was if I go back in there, I'm going to get arrested for criminal trespassing in the second degree.
What's all that?
It's the duress I was put under, killer. Pay attention.
Well,
Yeah, we can take
As
off
a-
from here.
okay. As of right now, I guess, yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
So where am I criminally trespassed from? Just inside that building?
There are no criminal charges right now.
Or excuse me, let me correct. Thank you. Where am I being given a no trespass warning for? Is it just inside that building?
Correct.
Okay, so the rest of all this is good.
I suppose so.
All right.
All right.
Man, you guys are making a huge mistake. Going into the police department to file a complaint and get a revocation of a no trespass warning. So, let's see how this goes. Hey, I need to speak to a supervisor. I need to get a no trespass warning revoked.
Revoked?
Correct. It just happened about 30 minutes ago. The officers unfortunately made a pretty critical mistake, and I'm here to have that revoked.
Okay, what's your name?
Gandalf?
Gandalf?
Yeah.
Is your first name?
Yep.
Last name?
The White.
Is that a legal name?
That's my name.
Okay, well, I want to help you, but I just want to get, like, your actual name. Is that your legal name?
That's what my name is. I'm giving you my name.
Okay, so this happened today
Yeah, about 30 minutes ago over at Renew.
at Renew?
Renew. Yep. It was officers Perez and Campbell.
All right, so go ahead and have a seat. I'll see what I can find out for you.
Thanks. I am here to get a revocation of the no trespass warning that wasn't completed by officers Perez and Campbell, or to get the correct completed no trespass warning.
Okay.
So my preference is for us all to have an amicable solution to this, which involves the revocation of that no trespass warning because it was unlawfully provided in the first place. There's no grounds for them to do that. So that's what I'm looking to do.
Can I reference?
Oh, I'm sorry. I figured she gave you the
I
information. Sorry.
apologize. My name is Adam, I'm a sergeant with the police department. Just trying to wear a body camera
Okay.
that records audio. But
Yeah, no, that's good.
I'm not 100% sure what you're speaking of.
So I was up at Renew earlier about an hour ago.
Grant County Mental Health.
Yeah, yeah. So I was up there. I was recording and photoing in the lobby of Renew. So the smaller one. There's like a smaller building off to the side, then there's the bigger one.
Okay.
So I was there to get a public records request form and then also to do a story, because I'm an investigative journalist, on the smaller building because it's basically not being used and I wanted to get information about that. So when some people came out, employees of Renew, they said they didn't want me filming. I said...
Did you say why or what was going on?
They said because of HIPAA. And I said HIPAA is something they must comply with, not me. That's something they're compelled under federal law to abide by. Additionally, there was nothing out in the lobby that was going to be a HIPAA violation anyways. So I was there just to collect video footage to watch how the county employees were working, just to see if they're efficient, efficacious, etc. Right? So they then asked me if they wanted me to leave. I said they had no lawful authority to ask me to leave. It's a public lobby. I can be there. I can film. I can do my First Amendment rights as press to film in a lobby. They said, if you don't leave, we're gonna call the police. I said, absolutely, I'll wait for them. Perez and Campbell showed up and said, after I made it clear, they asked me, the employees of Renew, they said, we're asking you to leave. I said, if it's a request, I'm not gonna honor that. If you're gonna ask that I be trespassed, and you're gonna use the police department as a mechanism to facilitate that, you're going to have to do that, and then I want my no trespass warning in accordance with Washington Administrative Code 468-300-806, subsection 4.
And what is that?
That's the no trespass warning statute, or code.
And what does that state?
It states specifically there's a document you're supposed to have, it's legislated. That document is supposed to include on it the period of time that I'm trespassed for, the parameters of the trespass, and it must be signed by a peace officer. If it is not, there is no trespass warning. So, and I'm happy to show you the administrative code if you want to see it. Okay. So, since the no trespass warning, they refused on camera 3 times. I told them that's not lawful for them to refuse. If they're going to exert their what they deemed was a lawful order for me to depart the premises. If I'm being unreasonable, as the administrative code says, then it goes from an oral to a written document. They must then produce that document, complete it, and give it to me. And they refuse to do that. I don't know if it was pride. I don't know if they don't like being told that there's something that's going on that they're not aware of, but they don't have the option to do that. It's the law, so they have to. So I either want the trespass warning completed, or preferably, because the whole point of that was that it's unlawful to begin with. That's my lobby, it's your lobby, it's everyone's lobby. They can go in there and film.
At Renew?
Yeah, it's a public lobby. It's a Grant County facility. In lobbies, we're allowed to film, record, photograph.
And I apologize, I haven't been up there to see the makeup or structure of the facility, so
Yeah, no problem.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, it's a small lobby, admittedly. It's probably only about 20 feet long,
Okay.
10 feet wide, or deep, whatever. Never went down the corridors.
Okay.
So my goal is just to have it revoked. That would be my preference.
So mind you, I didn't understand the circumstances of what transpired.
Sure.
I did ask about a trespassing. They advised that whoever the manager or the employee was that was
Was the executive director.
Okay, that he didn't give the authority to trespass, that he just asked you to leave.
And
There again, I wasn't there for the conversation.
happy to show you the evidence on camera.
They do have body cameras, I can't
Yes.
review those. But
And what was
my understanding is, I don't even know who you are.
correct?
I don't think they know who you are.
Nope.
So there's really no way to formally trespass you because they don't know who you are.
That's not true. Actually, because the administrative code doesn't compel identification for a no trespass warning,
course.
it just requires them to do their best to state that this is the person we're defining as the person being trespassed. Because ultimately,
You're not trespassing there. They just didn't want you there right now, is my understanding.
okay, so I'm not trespassed.
You're not trespassed there.
I think we're good here, so not trespassed, right?
Based on my understanding, talking to the officer, you are not trespassed, that they wanted you to leave.
All right, cool. Can we shake on it?
Yeah, of course, man.
All right. Hey, Adam, really appreciate
Nice
it.
to meet you.
Also, really appreciate you coming out and just being like, I'm Adam. So that's kind of cool, man.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. Have a good night.
All right, thanks.
All right, take care. Bam! That is how you do it, gentlemen and ladies. You go in and you handle it like that.